honored with the Emmy for News Excellence. News 5's Good Morning Cleveland starts now.
Right now at 6, easing a father's pain. Today, the house where his little girl died will be torn down. But what took so long? And the clock is ticking. If you still haven't sent your holiday packages, how many days you have left if you want them to make it for Christmas? And sit-down restaurant versus drive-thru. You probably are thinking one is healthier than the other, but the results of a new study might surprise you. Good morning, everyone. We finally made it to Friday. Happy Friday. It's actually my Wednesday, but we're not going to split hairs here. We're just going to celebrate the weekend. Our team is ready to bring you the top stories of the day. But first, we're going to head over to Cameron Harden. He's in for Brian Shaw. Cameron, it is the middle of December and just what, a week and a half away from Christmas. We're not seeing any snow, but sunshine instead, right?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, most people don't expect to see the 50s when you get halfway through December, especially here in Cleveland. But guess what? That's what we're going to be seeing. No really rain chances. Those have all since moved out. Not really going to be a whole lot of problems there. 42 degrees right now in Cleveland. A little hazy in the background here. We do expect mostly cloudy skies, but even with those cloudy skies, guess what? Temperatures still get up into those 50s. If we do see some sun, those 50-degree marks could maybe be 51, 52. Certainly not out of the question. So dry and warm today. That will change a little bit tomorrow. Lauren, we could be seeing a few chances for some rain, but make sure you get out there and enjoy today.
Absolutely. Thanks, Cameron. Well, for one family, a house in Cleveland is a constant reminder of where their daughter was killed. And today, that abandoned home where Alanna DeFries died is being torn down. It's taken 2 years for the demolition. The timeline was moved up last week when her father drew attention to the house. Land bank leaders say the U.S. EPA guidelines on asbestos removal have unfairly bogged down the demolition of dozens of potential dangerous Northeast Ohio homes every year. But Alanna DeFries' family says the house still is standing and is more than just a vacant home for them. It's a physical reminder of what happened to their 14-year-old girl, the place where she was tortured and killed and where her body laid for days before she was found. Alanna was kidnapped on her way to school 2 years ago. Last week, her parents brought attention to the fact that the house is still standing. The Cuyahoga County Land Bank sped up the demolition process. They say they're feeling frustrated too, and they claim it's the regulations that have slowed it all down.
Nothing good happens by delay, and I just, you know, it's good for the public to know that we don't bring these in and sit on them, nor do we bring them in and can just knock them down. We must follow this regulation or we get shut down.
The house is finally scheduled for demolition in just a few hours. We will be there when it starts. Alanna's family hopes a memorial will be put there in her honor. Today, the man accused of killing a woman and her daughter, an 8-year-old daughter in Mayfield Heights, will be in court. Police say last month, Dominic Swoops killed Rebecca Plantuski, then set her house on fire. Her daughter, Olivia Snyder, was in that house and died from the smoke. Swoops is charged with 14 counts, including aggravated murder. Prosecutors say they're considering the death penalty.
The sadness only lasted for a second because I knew that just keep on going. If something knocks you down, just get back up, dust it off, and keep on going. And that's the idea of the signs as well. So.
This woman says she's not letting the fact that someone took down 250 signs she posted on the Lorraine Road Bridge stop her from continuing her mission. Jen Strauss has been posting inspirational messages and information for suicide prevention hotlines on the bridge in Fairview Park. On Wednesday night, all of her signs disappeared. Jen told News 5 it took her about 3 weeks to hand all of those signs up. She started the project because the bridge is known for being a place where people take their own lives. She heard about one woman who lost her daughter to suicide there on that bridge and how she's fighting to get ODOT to install fencing and lighting. The effort was moving so slowly that Strauss started making signs herself. ODOT now says it plans to install permanent protective fencing on the bridge next year. The East Bank of the Flats is about to add some new places to eat and have some nightlife action fun. This is phase 3 of the Flats East Bank project, and they're calling it the Hampton Social. The more than $17 million addition will include 3 unique restaurants, each offering something different from live music to nightclub. This is all happening on one of the largest open spaces on the land that the East Bank sits on. There will be a Chicago-based restaurant with a speakeasy and live music lounge, a 2-story nightclub, and an Asian fusion eatery. Those all draping the already planned Kinetic apartment building, which will have a high-end movie theater, restaurants, and retail space of its own. Now, if the project stays on track, developers say the restaurant could be open before the summer's end. Well, that's exciting. I love talking about summer. Cameron, what are we looking at today? It kind of is going to feel like summer. Okay, not quite.
I mean, it matters well. I mean, we've been cold in the past, and now temperature's going to get up close to the 50-degree mark. So, yeah, not going to be quite like summer temperatures, but still halfway through December, and we're seeing temperatures in the low 40s for the morning, and then the 50s by the time it's all said and done. Going to be extremely nice out there. 42 right now as you're walking out the door. Very comfortable. Temperatures today will end up getting all the way up into the 50s, so about 10 or so degrees above average. Cloudy right now. That could slowly start to change, so temperatures could bump up a little higher than that. Tonight, only dropping down to 38 degrees. That's right around our average high for this time of the year. A few chances for some rain move in, mainly after midnight into the first part of tomorrow morning. After that, we will slowly start to see temperatures drop down a little bit. So here's a look at Futurecast. You have that rain slowly making its way, and this is now 9 a.m. So the southern half of the area seeing some light rain showers, and then as we make our way throughout the day, 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, that rain will become scattered. In some places could be seeing it throughout the majority of the day, so make sure you have that umbrella handy as you make your way throughout both Saturday and the first part of Sunday morning. Once we get past the weekend, temperatures do slowly start to drop down a little bit, down to the 30s on Monday and Tuesday, but we will dry out.
Sounds good to me. Thanks, Cameron. Well, this morning, the News 5 family is looking back on the legendary life of broadcaster, weatherman, host, and just all-around good guy Don Webster. The Cleveland TV icon passed away yesterday. His career spanned more than 3 decades, all right here on this desk in this studio, and he has been legendary. Our John Kosick has a look at just some of his contributions.
Hey, let's go with the Upbeat Show!
Don Webster's introduction to Cleveland audiences came in 1964 with Upbeat, after those behind the show spotted him on air in Canada.
He had seen Don Webster on a dance party show and said, "That's our guy. He's our Dick Clark."
Soon, this show originated.
Now, Don had quite an impressive resume of people he got a chance to interview, including the Beatles, Rolling Stone, and Stevie Wonder. Oh my gosh, I wish I were back in that day. It's a little bit before my time, though. He will certainly be missed. Don Webster was 79 years old.